Welcome to Jonah Chill channel! In our house, eating chips is a regular thing. In this video, I'm going to share a new way of serving chips. What's good with this is that it gives you a less guilty feel when binging on those chips. This could also be a way to make our picky eater kids eat their vegetables. Let your family enjoy this fresh, simple and yummy movie time snack, Doritos Taco Cheesemelt. Let's start creating! First, let's make our taco seasoning. Just mix 1/4 cup water and 3 tablespoons taco mix powder. I'm using McCormick brand but any will do. Keep stirring until the powder is fully dissolved. By the way, I've listed the ingredients in the description box for easy reference. Now we need to heat our pot. When it's already hot, we will now put in the ground beef. Notice that I didn't put any cooking oil. I allowed the beef to cook in its own oil. So even if we didn't put oil at the start, the beef produced lots of oil, and we need to remove that extra grease. Next, we add the taco seasoning. I didn't add any more salt and pepper because it's already tasty, but you're free to add some if you prefer. Just remember, we have chips and cheese in the list, and that will add even more saltiness and flavor later on. When the beef is done, just transfer it to a medium-sized bowl. Next, we go to the chips. I thought of using Doritos and Mr. Chips for a little variety of flavor when they dissolve in the mouth. And also, because Doritos is too salty for my preference. But you may use purely Doritos because that's what the original recipe calls for. So we just let some air out and crush the chips in the bag. Hey, I so enjoyed crushing those chips. I think that was my favorite task in this recipe. Well, aside from eating. Next thing we'll do is to cut the cheese and grate them. I measured ½ cup for each kind of cheese. But later on I realized that measuring the cheese is useless for this recipe. I ended up adding more cheese after baking, then I put it in the oven again to melt the extra cheese. So I recommend that you skip the measuring part and just fill your bowl with lots of cheese. I use cheddar and mozzarella cheese here, but any kind of cheese may be used, whatever you like. We'll just mix the cheese together for even distribution. And then we'll cut the tomatoes in small pieces. I removed the tomato seeds, but that is optional. By the way, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Broncos821. He shared to me this recipe that he got from the internet. He's one of my first few subscribers, and he was there early on when I started this channel. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. After the tomatoes, we'll cut the lettuce. Next, we put the crushed chips in a bowl and mix them together. Make sure that your hands are clean when you handle food. I don't know how many times I wash my hands whenever I prepare food. These are our ingredients that we will be layering in our container. We'll start with our chips in the bottom. And then we'll add in the beef with taco seasoning. If you have a bigger bowl, then you will be needing more ingredients than what is on the list. Feel free to multiply the measurements in this recipe as needed. And then we add some cheese in the next layer after the beef. I suggest that you put lots of cheese as this will hold the ingredients together. After the cheese, we'll add the lettuce in the next layer. And then we add in the tomatoes. This is good with lots of tomatoes. as we know that tomatoes and cheese is the perfect combination. I noticed that in a lot of food like pasta, pizza, tacos, and many more. Tomatoes and cheese always go together perfectly. I really recommend that you don't skimp on the cheese for this recipe. The more cheese, the better. It's okay when your container is like too full because later on the ingredients will sag after heating them in the oven. At this point, make sure that you preheat the oven. We'll just heat this to 118 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. My oven has not enough heat power, so the knob is set to 200. There, the cheese has melted. It's done! I think you would also use a microwave or an oven toaster, as long as the cheese melts. Oh, look at that! It's so good! Time to dig in! This is really a new way to enjoy your chips. I think this will be one of the favorites in our house from now on, and I'm looking forward to share this to our family and friends. But soon after this pandemic is over. Now it's time for you to try this yummy Doritos Taco Cheesemelt recipe in your own home. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe now and hit the bell button for updates to my new videos. If you like this video, please like, share, and comment. And to my subscribers, I appreciate your support. Thank you! If there's any recipe or anything that you want me to do, please do suggest in the comment section below and I will try to do it. So remember, just chill and pray always because God is always there for you and He loves you. Bye for now! Yum.